How's it going, everybody? I'm Nikki Delventhal, and these are my dogs, Rodney and Camper Delventhal. For over 3 years, we lived in a Toyota Prius, but now we're in a 4x4 Sprinter. And we're here to take you along on the wild ride. So fasten up your seatbelts and let's have some fun. Don't forget, if you like what you see, like, subscribe, comment, share with your friends, and turn on notifications. We would be so thankful. After around 10 years of full-time travel, I have seen some wild, unexplainable, and spooky things. From abandoned ghost towns, hidden cemeteries deep in the forest, alleged ghosts, and unexplainable activities, we have seen a lot. But there's this one place in particular that sent the hairs straight up along my spine. So naturally, I had to go back to investigate. This time I called up this one hotel in particular, and this is no ordinary hotel. Apparently, this is the most haunted hotel in America, and we asked to book their most haunted room.
Okay, good luck with that, because a lady in red is known to hate women that stay there.
What would you say is like one of the craziest things that you've heard happen to a single woman in that room?
Well, we got a couple ones that the lady felt that she was being choked at night, so we have to move her around the hotel to her sister hotel.
She had to move rooms that night?
Yeah, we had to, because she wasn't feeling safe at all.
Welcome to Tonopah, Nevada, one of the most haunted places in the nation. I wanted to start our adventure at this cemetery because this cemetery is really the reason that I'm here again. I was on this group ghost tour, and that's something I like to do when I'm filming before I start filming to really get a lay of the land and just learn about the history in case I'm missing anything. But this ghost tour in particular, there were 2 women that were on it with me. It was a mom and her daughter, and the mom looked really freaked out. So I started talking to them, so the room we're staying in tonight is where they were staying that night that I met them. And the mom said to me that she didn't feel safe in this particular room that we're staying in tonight. And I asked her what was going on, and she showed me her neck, and she had these deep, vivid red lines as if she had been choked. And it was just the craziest thing to me. It like freaked me out so much, but it freaked me out even more because they didn't want to be filmed. So like, why would they tell me that if it wasn't true? So yeah, all of a sudden I wanted to come back, and here we are. Also, fun fact, I did ask the hotel about those 2 women, and apparently 2 women of the exact same description had to leave the hotel that evening and did not come back. Was it the same 2 women? We may never know, but I thought we would try to reenact 2 women getting haunted because that was one of the craziest stories I've ever heard. So we've got Lindsay with us, and yeah, is this a good idea? Probably not, but you know, there's no such thing as coincidences, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a freaky night. Something I like to do before we really get haunted, though, is kind of give you a lay of the land and teach you about the history so you understand what these spirits that are trapped here are like. So Tonopah, Nevada started because there was a guy named Butler. And this guy, Butler, he had an ass. It was a lot like mine because he liked to get lost. But this one particular night, his donkey goes riding out into the dark and he can't find him, so he follows him.
Well, this purchase makes a lot more sense now.
Oh, look it. It's the ass. And long story short, he could not find the donkey that night. He went to sleep, woke up, and there the donkey was, where he picks up a rock and he throws it at the donkey. But this rock did not feel like an ordinary rock. It was super, super heavy, which started the 2nd largest silver boom in Nevada. Now that's what legend says. Other people like myself like to think that he was married to an indigenous woman, so they just took him to the mineral lands. Bear with me now, this is where it gets juicy. So most mining towns, usually it becomes a ghost town just because the silver and the gold runs out. Now Tonopah has a very different tragic story, and it could explain why so many spirits and souls are stuck here. One instance is the well-known Tonopah plague. Another is a massive fire that trapped people inside the mines and brought them to their death. And then the third, well, we're in the Wild West, so you can probably guess what happened there. I feel like I'm just stalling here because I'm so scared. I already bit all my nails off. So what do you guys say we hurry up and get to the Mizpah Hotel? Seriously, both hands. Let's go. We're here. This is the back, and right next to the mines, and over here is the hotel. So Lindsay got here maybe like an hour before me and was waiting inside the hotel. And apparently there's a lot of haunted activity today. So the people say, not only while Lindsay was sitting there, did the music just like static out and then turn off. And then the bartender, what did the bartender say?
Not again. And then the maintenance guy says it sounded like that there was a surge in the amp.
So yeah, that was the 4 p.m. haunting. Now let's see what happens between the hours of, I don't know what time it is. Based on the sun, I think it's like 7:30, 7:15. And well, we're probably not gonna go to sleep tonight. So let's get checked in and get to the Lady in Red room. Welcome to the most haunted hotel in the nation. This is the Mizpah Hotel, one of the area's oldest structures. It was predated by the Mizpah Saloon, which opened its doors in 1907. The building is rumored to be completely infested with ghosts, and legends of strange occurrences have been coming out of this hotel since its inception. One especially horrifying story tells us about U.S. Senator Key Pittman dying in the hotel in 1940, and they kept him on ice in one of the hotel bathtubs. With over 100 years of tough Nevada history, the Mizpah ghosts have made a reputation for themselves. So what do you say we go find out? Here goes nothing to the most haunted floor in the hotel.
Feel the building shaking. You don't feel that?
I do have a slight vertigo, but I just thought I was thirsty.
Nope.
Oh boy.
It's not thirst.
Oh, here's our cue. After you, my dear. So fun fact, level 5, the elevator's also haunted. And it's known to be a little fritzy and sometimes, you know.
The black mirrors, definitely.
Yeah.
Aren't creepy
Do you
at
see
all.
anything in them?
Try not to look.
We're just here as friendly neighbors. No bad intentions. Thank you for bringing us to our floor. Level 5. And we, I think, are sleeping right over here. Now, before we go in, I'm gonna tell you the story of Rose, the lady in red. Now, this right here was her suite. And let's just say she was a worker in the Wild West. I think you could put 2 and 2 together here. So when the saloon became a hotel, she continued to work here. And at one point, she got a very jealous lover who decided to come back early one day while she was working in her suite and came in and in this jealous rage murdered her. Not only did he stab her, but he strangled her right here. And it's said that underneath this carpet, there is still a pool of blood stain on the wood. It's so scary. So this is where we're staying. We are staying in her suite. So let's go check it out. All right, guys, this is when things really start to heat up. I'm talking, it gets crazy. But before we go check out this room, I want to talk to you guys about Opera. If you haven't heard about Opera, they are an internet browser that has so many features for security, privacy, and so much more. Now, if you guys have been watching, you know I constantly talk about how important it is to have a VPN service, but get this, they have a free VPN built into their web browser. That means you can browse privately and hide your location with a simple click. Opera also comes with its own built-in AI called Aria, and it is super easy to access. You can type your questions into the command line and get instant, clear answers with real-time web connectivity. With the latest update, Aria also includes an image generator and image recognition, so you can create images with a single prompt. Or even have Aria interpret and understand any image you upload with its image recognition feature. Another feature I really like is the tab island, which helps keep things organized. Grouping my tabs based on context is a game changer for streamlining my work. A huge thank you to Opera for sponsoring today's video. It's sponsors like Opera that make adventures like this possible. So go check them out and click the link in my description to download it today. Oh, the lights aren't on. Oh, why did they do that? Why are the lights off? Why are they doing this? Oh, where's the other light? Oh, here it is. You ready for the big reveal? Oh, wow, that's creepy. Rose, we come in peace. We're just here to share your space and appreciate it. It's really beautiful. It is really beautiful.
It is.
So I'm afraid to put anything down on anything here. So yeah, I brought some ghost hunting gear that was suggested by some of my very experienced ghost hunting friends. You guys might know some of them, like Josh, but we're going to be using some of that today to communicate with Rose and possibly some of the other ghosts on the other floors of this hotel. I'm shaking. I feel like I'm
Nervous. I'm sweaty.
we're sleeping here tonight. So I have 4 important pieces of gear. One is a ghost box. This is a new one. This is so you can actually verbally communicate with the spirits. We have an EMF detector. This is said whenever a spirit comes in contact with it, the numbers will just skyrocket and you'll know they're around. We also have cat balls. These will only light up when something comes in contact with it. So it's said when they're sitting there and then they go off on their own, it's because a spirit came in contact with it. And lastly, we have a bottle of wine and not 2, but 3 glasses to investigate and share with our new friend, Rose. All right, first off, we are gonna set some cat balls up around the room and see if anything fun happens with those. They go off with motion at first and then they stop and then they only go off again with motion. Remember that. Right next to the entrance to Narnia. One right here.
Next to the Bible.
I don't think, I don't want to touch it.
Girl, if you're not feeling it, don't.
Oh, thanks. I feel like last one, let's see, one over here, maybe one on the couch, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, one there. Cat balls set up. Next, we got our handy dandy EMF detector. This is when I start to get scared. So when we're in the clear, I'm not moving yet. Let's not touch that yet. We also have our ghost box, but we also have a tour in about 20 minutes. So I think we might save the verbal communication for when we get back because we're on a time crunch. Shut up. No. Nope. No one went over there. No one. Nope.
I'm staying over here.
That's where the wine is. Would you like to do the honors?
Sure.
Our friend is getting impatient. None of the other ones are going off for reference. Not a single one. But this baby over here just keeps reminding us that we're in a haunted room. Okay, here it comes. You ready? 1. It's like I'm having a baby in here. Oh! 1 for you. 1 for Rose. 1 for Nikki. I feel like I should hold this for Rose.
To Rose.
Cheers to Our Lady in Red.
Do you know time of the equipment?
Okay.
43.
43? Okay. We got 10 minutes. You know what? Let's do it. We're going to turn the ghost box on.
Maybe we'll try, see what mine does too. What this spirit talk theme does.
We've got
Bacon legs.
Rose wants bacon and legs. Honestly, so do I. This doesn't make sense, but apparently the more... David. Who's David?
I don't know any David.
Rose, I'm Nikki. This is Lindsay. We're going to be staying the night. Are you happy with us being here?
Steamy. Fresh.
Well, she was a lady of the night. Steamy, Fresh, and
Cellar.
David. And Cellar.
Continued.
This is like kind of telling a story, I feel like. This is really freaky. Lindsay, what names came up on yours?
Marjorie, and then the word funny.
What a way to kick off the ghost tour. We're gonna give you just the best parts of it. So let's run through this ghost tour together. We're gonna learn a lot about this hotel today. After you, lovely. You guys ready for some spooky stuff? We're sitting there with the spirit talker on, and Lindsay's the spirit talker goes off like after saying like a few random words, maybe you guys can explain, hers goes off and is just like, I'm glad you're here.
Did it say a name?
Yes, Pam, David, Moore, what?
Marjorie.
And Marjorie.
David's my boyfriend. He works in maintenance down in the basement.
No.
Supervisor for maintenance here. Yeah.
Well, we figured out who David is.
That's
That was
crazy.
weird. My spirit
Wow.
talker has said David from here too.
Really?
No way.
Yes, it has.
That's
why
crazy.
I was freaked. I was like, wait, what?
It's Jesse, right?
Yeah.
Jesse said that like the activity is off the charts today compared
Yeah.
to usual already.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready?
Yep.
By the way, this is Jesse. We're taking a ghost tour with Jesse.
Yep.
I love this. Thank you. We're going to the basement.
So our first is Walter. He's our elevator spirit. So.
Oh, wow.
Oh, we're already hearing stuff. Did you hear that?
I heard something over there. There's nobody over there?
No, well, there's like a mimic that's down that way, but we'll leave that for last. Oh gosh, I
Whoa.
got chills.
Me too. No, my hairs are sticking
My
straight
hair- my
up.
arms-
Wow.
So this, the lady in red spent a lot of time down here.
In case you haven't caught on, we are in the basement, and you guys, I've done ghost hunting, but this is like, I feel it in my bones. Wow.
Yeah, this is so cool. Decay. Ooh.
DK, that's my ex's name.
Really? Wow. Oh, Jesus.
X for a reason.
To take a seat.
I think you're supposed to do what they say.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
It's the closest one.
It's the most awkward date I've ever been on.
I'm resilient.
Did you hear it? Said I'm resilient.
Evelyn Rose, who haunts down here. Fun fact, my grandmother's name was Evelyn.
Wow. Gentleness.
She wasn't that gentle, honestly. I'm sure you were, Evelyn. Does anyone else haunt down here that you know of?
Yes, there's a lot of spirits. There's a bunch of spirits. She's the most famous, obviously.
All right.
Go over there.
Okay.
We're going to listen. They said to go, so we're going to go. Because you don't mess with spirits, you just listen.
What did it say?
No.
There are lots of us.
Oh.
There is.
Okay,
There's-
mine just started saying it out loud, too, and mine, I hadn't had it on.
Yes, we
Yeah.
do.
Yep.
Yes.
We do.
Yes.
Definitely.
We do believe in you, and we're here to support you. So right now we're still in the basement, but we're walking into the cellar. This cellar is really significant with the spirits here, especially the really famous ones. There were 2 children that were locked in here, and it's a chiller, so when it's closed, apparently they ran out of oxygen and suffocated. It's such a tragic end, but apparently they still run around the hotel and mingle with all the guests, and we're feeling them. You keep hearing something bang over
Yeah, I
here?
keep hearing something bang, like, down that way. So there is a mimic that's down that way. He likes to play hide and seek.
It is so warm in here. Are we supposed to go over here?
I don't know.
I don't know why I feel like there's something here. Oh! It didn't make a sound, so I didn't know. Oh, this keeps going off. This keeps going off. Goes really high. It's fine here.
This is where one of the tunnels from the mine came through.
So right now we are stepping into the vault. This is where they kept a lot of like the silver and gold and money, I think. But one time there were these 3, I think kids, maybe teenagers. Is that it?
Hangs in my chest.
So they came down here and dug a tunnel to rob it. And one of the guys turned around and killed both of his friends. And apparently there were some very angry spirits of miners down here. which you can imagine if your friend kills you when you're trying to rob a bank or a vault. I just heard that. It said they do bad things. Oh. Did I just hear what I think I heard?
I did bad things.
I did bad things. Good with the vault. We don't invite bad spirits and bad energy. We like to keep it positive, so I think we keep this train rolling. Lindsay, how's your first ghost hunting experience?
It's great. It's really great. I feel like we're super
Immersed.
Yes.
I don't know.
Like, I want to say attractive, but that sounds really conceited. But I mean,
We feel really attractive. I would say for a first ghost hunting experience, this is insane. Here we are.
It's like I'm a believer for sure.
Major energy shift on the third floor here. It's about to change, I think, because we're going in the conference room. This thing keeps turning off. It's kind of freaky.
We are related.
So
Do you think it's the two kids?
Portal, I mean, some portals here. There's a few different portals that mirrors are all facing each other. Play.
That's really wild, because like we were just talking about the two kids, and it's saying we are related and play.
Yeah.
So who's in here
So
most of the time?
There's some evil spirits that are from the mirrors, is what I've been told, by a few different mediums that have been in here. This is actually the kids' bedroom at one time, but they are not allowed to come back in here. They are chased out by whatever evil is in here.
My name is Rose.
Are you? My name is Rose. Are you kidding me?
We meet earlier, Rose?
Is she following us?
Rose is with us.
Are you protecting us, Rose?
A lot.
A lot.
A lot. She asked if she was protecting us, and she said a lot. The air is like on the fritz. It just turned on and off, and it's on again. And I made the mistake of looking through a portal and seeing something. Have you tried to look through the mirror at the other mirrors?
No, I won't.
You're not supposed
You're
to?
not supposed to do that.
Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna tell you what I saw.
What did you see?
It just feels like very, like, so when I was looking over here in the black one, because the camera makes it so wide so you can't really see on the camera, but like that, the fourth one, it looks like there's a, stop. And then Spirit Talker decided to say that it was in the corner before I even said in the corner, which is like really freaking me out. So anyways.
Moving on?
I think we should get out. I think we should get out of here. Oh, thank you. Moving on to the sister hotel across the street. We're gonna do our own exploring around the hotel a little bit later. Wow, it's beautiful in here. This is the original vault?
Yeah.
Wow. All right, working our way down. The basements, they get you every time. Does it go to anything?
Yeah, that's the speakeasy.
You guys want to explore the speakeasy?
Universe.
Come on in, would you like a drink? So that was the entrance where you would have to say the password. And then you would come in here, and we have this big open room. I imagine there would have been a bar and seating areas. It was the Wild West, so I feel like there was probably a lot of bar fights and People,
People got away with murder, literally. Like,
people did get away with murder. Yeah.
so this is
This one?
it's a water well room. There's something dark in there, definitely. I've had my hair yanked really hard in there.
You like your hair yanked, right?
I mean, after you.
So we can go out this door, actually. We don't even have to go back through the hotel.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
We're all good.
Good. That's great.
Us too.
Yeah.
You're all staying.
Yeah.
Talk about a ghost tour. Holy moly. That one took the cake. Jesse, thank you so much.
Thank you.
This is the end of the road
Okay.
for Jesse and us.
Yes,
We're going to continue.
Thank you. It was amazing.
We're going to continue our ghost tour at the Tonopah Cemetery. Jesse, thank you so much. That was nuts, you guys. I know. Oh, wow.
You can hold my hand. It's okay.
You guys, that was one of the most active ghost hunts I've ever done. And we're not even halfway through it, so wind is picking up here. Right down the street is the Tonopah Cemetery. Last time I was here, it was not the most successful. So let's see if we can take a stab at it this time and make it through the whole thing together. Yeah. Y'all, so while we were walking, a local to Tonopah just stopped me. Had some really freaky stories, and she looked legit scared. Like, I don't even think that was like a, hey, are you scary? She just was like, are you ghost hunters? And I was like, yes. She's like, you need to go here. You will not believe what I saw.
A hand came out of the shower after my daughter, our neighbor, yeah. You definitely try to get into there.
Wow.
Yeah, you guys will have some experience.
That bright light right there is where we're going. Now this may look familiar if you are an avid watcher of the channel, as the Clown Motel sits right on the Tonopah Cemetery. In case you missed it, that was a wild episode. I was locked in the Clown Motel office at midnight with over 5,000 clowns. Let's just say one of them moved, and it started my belief of spirits. Yeah, it was a night. So if you want to see that, I highly recommend checking that out, as this is a fascinating spot. Let's take out our handy dandy ghost reader. So I don't know if you guys remember last time I was here, but this was going through the roof, and that's why I was so scared. Oh, it just did it. Now you guys, this was not going off earlier, so, okay.
Struggling.
Stop. And this just started going off. Rose has been following us all day. This keeps coming up saying, my name is Rose. This is the third time. I feel like that's not normal. Nothing else has been repeated.
Yeah. I almost feel better about that, though.
No, I really
Just
think
with
so
this.
too.
Yeah.
You know what's pretty wild is this hasn't gone off, I feel like, in like 5 minutes, but it was wild over here. So let's keep going through the cemetery.
Be quiet and listen.
To what? I wonder if 1600s refers to the indigenous people here. Yeah, so right now we've had two words that have come up a few times, the 1600s and my name is Rose. Now we understand my name is Rose, but 1600s could refer to maybe the indigenous people that were here. One really interesting thing with the Clown Motel is that it is said that the miners' spirits possess the clowns, but one thing they don't talk about a lot is snow. Wow, I heard about a lot of people dying in snow things, but one thing they don't talk about a lot is the indigenous people and how they used to dress up in very like clown-like is how they would explain it, attire and paint and things like that. So part of me thinks that a lot of the indigenous people from back then as well maybe take over the clown spirits. It's really interesting to me, but perhaps there's a correlation with 1600 there. I don't know. Because it was 1900 is when they came here and when it was founded, but there has to be so much more before that. So one thing I can confirm, having been in the cemetery with the exact same EMF detector twice, is that where it goes off is not consistent. I think that is the biggest take home for me, is that it is truly governed by something else, not a power line or an electromagnetic field of some sort. It seems like it really is at random. What do you guys say we take this party back to Rose? This might be a prop and this might be a YouTuber, but this is this is a lot scarier than the EMF detector, y'all. Nothing scarier than a real live clown dressed up, so we're just gonna hide behind this. I don't want to walk by him. I don't want to go back.
I find it a little wild that we're more comfortable near the cemetery
Obscure vision.
than we are the clown.
Yeah, pretty much. Maybe if we hug the walls and walk on the out. No, because then they'll see us. Oh God, oh God, oh God. Wait, she's running so fast. I can't run that fast. Girl, wear tennis shoes. We're ghost hunting. I wore Crocs. Oh man, you guys, here we go. 1, 2. All right. We are back. So Lindsay and I were just sitting here eating snacks and reminiscing on the past few hours on first how like drained I feel energy-wise, which is kind of wild, but also about the experience we're having so far. And Lindsay made a really good point about how people come here to be haunted, but I feel like this might be the first time that someone has come in and kind of included Rose into the experience, where we like shared with her and asked how she was doing. And I think that made a big difference of our experience versus others that maybe you or we have seen here.
Yeah, I feel like most people come here to experience the unfortunate circumstances of her life, and rather than embrace her.
Yeah, and like celebrate her. Like, I'm sure she was wonderful. So for a minute now, we're just turning all the ghost hunting equipment off because we need a mental break. During that mental break also means cleansing. I'm gonna try to take a shower in this creepy bathtub. I might ask Lindsay to sit on the toilet and hold my hand, but all right, let's get ready for bed. Oh yeah, dirty girl needs a bathtub. We are so tired, but before bed, I'm just gonna set up a camera here to kind of time lapse through the night and see if we pick up anything kind of freaky while we're sleeping. This cat ball is out of sight, so I'm gonna put that one maybe on the floor here. One next to the bed. All right, here we go. Here goes nothing. Oh, we hit that. Good night, everybody. All right, you want to get your light? I'll get mine. Good night, Lindsay.
Night, night.
Night, Rose. Evelyn. She said good night. Oh, I cannot wait to see what this captured. Oh. What? Hang on a minute. Dude, it turned itself off. That's never happened before. And we still have memory. That was not a peaceful night's sleep. I don't even know how to explain it. My dream, there was no line between reality and my dream. I was laying here in my dream, and it was just like I was like, there were things like it was not a positive force. There was something evil in here last night, in my opinion. I don't know how you felt.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And when I would wake up from this reality that I couldn't figure out if it was reality or a dream, when I would wake up, I realized I was up. But each time I woke up, which was 3 times one of the cat balls was going off and it was a different one each time. And I was like, oh, that's good. But yeah, that was not, we weren't supposed to be here last night. So we're just gonna pack up here, kind of process all this, and then wrap up at the van. Oof. Bye, Rose. Wow, you guys, what a wild time. We should probably do this again. Wow, you guys, what a wild time. We should probably do this again. Maybe next Friday. But for now, the front desk lady said that this is some of the best food in town. So we're gonna try it out. I mean, kind of says a lot considering the amount of people that live here, but you never know. Could be the best thing we've ever had. Why is that beeping?
The final one?
In there? I feel like we should take the stairs. Yeah.
Seems like the safe thing to do.
We don't need to get haunted again. Oh. You ready for the best breakfast you've ever had in your life?
Yes, ma'am.
Seriously? I feel like it's only appropriate to get the miner's breakfast. All right, here's how it looks. Don't forget to like and subscribe, mother truckers. Also, we're gonna stage the van because Lindsay's awesome and bought us some. Woo. See you next week. Lindsay, thank you for the gift. This is incredible. Like, I love these. Wow. Let me tell you, there's nothing like saging your van after a ghost hunt at a Love's truck stop fully equipped with a casino.
Orders compliments of the Clown Hotel.
We gotta get every deep little crevice here. Lindsay, will you come on the next Quest Adventure with me?
I do. I mean, yes.
Spirits, you are not welcome to follow us. Stay here. Please do not follow us. We heard so many stories of people having night terrors and hauntings after this place for weeks. This is where it ends.